Greetings and welcome to another podcast of Looking at Life Through a Kingdom Perspective. I'm your host and life coach, Wallace, and I want to thank everyone for dropping in and listening to this podcast. Our banner topic for today will be changing your core belief systems for success. Changing what you're receiving by changing what you're believing. And today's lesson, we're going to cover the topics of understanding toxic belief systems that sabotage our success by detoxifying our minds to replacing lies and unbelief with truth and understanding. Have you ever wondered why you're not succeeding at the level you want to be succeeding at? Why you can achieve a certain level of success, and when you reach a certain point, you end up sabotaging it, or things just seem to self-destruct on their own. Today we're going to take a look at why this may be and examine our self-defeating core belief systems that work below the level of our consciousness that keep us from moving forward in life. Just like successful people have belief systems that help them achieve what they're working on, unsuccessful people have core belief systems that help them remain mediocre and commonplace by continuing to fail in life. Our banner scripture for today comes out of the book of Luke 5:37, which states, "No one pours new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the new wine will burst, and the skins, the wine will spill, and the wineskins will be ruined. Instead, new wine is poured into new wineskins. And no one, after drinking the old wine, wants new, for he says, the old is better." There's no human behavior that cannot be changed. When we come to the understanding that our bodies are biological computer systems that can be programmed or reprogrammed to fail or to succeed. From childhood, our society has been designed not for us to succeed and to bring out our natural talents and abilities, but for us to be good slaves on the plantation of the hypnotic, cultural, industrial complex mechanism, designed for us to be obedient to the directions that keep us in line with the world's systems. We're rewarded for being obedient to the system, but not to be creative and innovative. Our school systems don't encourage creativity and innovation, but to recall what they want us to remember and to respond to slave commands and make it easy for them to manage and control us and to be a part of the overall group thing. One of the ways they do this is through implanting negative core belief systems. These systems operate when they're installed below the level of our consciousness. So let's take a look at toxic belief system in comparison to a healthy belief system. A toxic belief system can be formed by a person's negative core beliefs that shape their behavior and limit their ability to enjoy life, while healthy belief systems are a set of belief systems that can empower an individual to become more successful in the arena they set out to do. These negative belief systems are so ingrained they lead to fear, doubt, poor choices in decision making, wrong decisions in relationships, uncertainty, which can lead to a person to feel more comfortable in toxic situations than they would otherwise be. While positive belief systems create confidence, focus, happiness, healthy relationships, advantageous situations and circumstances, contentment, sound decision making, abundance, pleasantness, enjoyment, joy, and peace, and so on. For an example, someone who believes that they're not worthy of to be treated well by others may stay in a toxic relationship for long periods of time, or even indefinitely, because it supports their core belief system. On the other hand, a person with a healthy core belief system will recognize when they're in a toxic relationship and exit the situation. People with healthy belief systems have high self-esteem levels and know their value and their worth. When we suffer with low self-esteem and low value estimations of who we are, we will make choices and decisions in line with how we feel inside, regardless of how consciously we say that we are. You can lie with your words, but your energy always tells the truth. This is a quote from Dr. Myron Golden. We can lie with our words, but our energy that we emit tells the truth about how we feel about ourselves, regardless of how or what we say to other people about what we're going to do. All human beings possess the ability to sense others' confident energy levels. This is the reason why after two people have had a heated argument in a room, you can go into that room after they've gone and cut the atmosphere with a knife. It will be thick with the residue of negative energy that lingers behind after a heated argument. Low self-esteem and poor self-image causes us to make choices that are in line with the way we feel inside. We may always start something that seems to be meaningful and worthwhile in the beginning, but never stick around long enough for its completion. Finding excuses to why it's too difficult to continue on. Or just go back to an otherwise limited position in life that's more comfortable and easy to deal with. We're good starters, but for poor finishers. Some of the symptoms of a negative core belief system include, but not limited to, self-sabotage, avoidance and withdrawal, perfectionism, people-pleasing, overcompensation, fear of taking calculated risks, procrastination, fear of success. These are just a few. I'm sure you can come up with some of your own. I know in my own life I've had to deal with my own set of self-defeating, self-sabotaging, toxic relationships and behaviors that used to limit me in my life and keep me on the struggle bus for years. It wasn't until I made a conscious decision to start actually working on these things to help me to change to how I believe now, so that I could change my belief system to change what I'm receiving. Does this make any sense to anybody? I hope it does. Now, these patterns, and exactly what they are patterns, these are toxic belief patterns that occur together and categorize themselves as a symptom of dysfunction or an inability to reach a certain level in life. These patterns will continue to plague our life until we substitute truth for deception. Any negative behavior that has a core belief of something is based on a lie. Jesus said, it's the truth that will set us free. If the truth sets us free, what do you think a lie do? A lie always produces bondage, slavery, separation, sickness, poverty, and any form of limitation. What you believe determines what you can achieve. You can change someone's belief system. You can change their behavior. New beliefs produce new behaviors. The original sin was unbelief, not disobedience. Disobedience was merely a side effect of Eve believing in what Satan said and not believing in God. This is the first instance of the installment of a toxic belief system. This one alteration belief system changed the fabric of life as we know it today. It was disbelieving in God that led Adam and Eve to partake of the forbidden fruit. When we are convinced of a lie, we will abandon the truth and substitute it for something that will keep us a slave. The devil suggested that it would be no consequence for believing a lie. What was true in the Bible back then is still true to this day. Lies always cause bondage of some sort. Truth causes one to operate in freedom and liberty. In our next video, we're going to go over some methods that I've used to successfully remove toxic belief systems in my own life that plague our society today and have been designed designed to keep us separated and limited. We will cover how to change your mood and perspective, breaking double-minded blindness, not being able to be aware that you have contradicting belief systems working in the background of your consciousness, recognizing the double mind, where you believe one thing consciously and another thing subconsciously. We will see how our words reveal what we think and what we believe on a conscious level, but how our actions reveal what we actually believe subconsciously. Until that time, I'm Brother Wallace, your life coach, looking forward to seeing you again, and peace.